Hello everyone, my name is Dustin Brinker, and today I will be showing you how to fill out the Housing Preference Questionnaire. So, let's dive right in. First, you will receive an email from the First Year Housing email account with the details on how to access the survey. Please read that email carefully and follow the directions found within. In order to access the survey, you will be asked for your username and password. Log in using the first part of your Ursinus email address, in other words, the part before the @ sign, and the password for your email account. Once in, the first step is to review your personal information listed at the top. It is important that you check your gender because this is not inherent to your name. For example, we have some female students named Kyle and some male students named Casey. The gender listed here will directly impact your placement. The next step is to indicate where you're living this fall, whether that be in an off-campus apartment, with your parents, or on campus in a residence hall. If you are living off-campus or commuting, this is the end of the survey for you, and you can click Submit. If you are living on campus in a residence hall, you will proceed with the rest of the survey. For those living on campus, we will now talk about hall types. At Ursinus, we offer a variety of hall options. The first thing you have to decide is your preference for a co-ed or a single-gender hall. The term co-ed means that although men and women are housed in separate rooms, you might have next-door neighbors of a different gender. Conversely, single-gender halls contain residents of only one gender. But in all halls, men and women will have separate bathrooms. Next, you will decide your preference for a quiet or a non-quiet hall. Let's be real though, there is no such thing as silence in any residence hall. The walls are thin and noises echo. With that said, no matter what hall you live on, you are expected to be courteous to your neighbors at all time. So, if you are standing 3 doors down from a room, you should not be able to hear what's happening inside, no matter the time. All halls have designated quiet hours, during which you should not be able to hear what's going on inside a room if directly outside. The difference between a quiet hall and a non-quiet hall is that quiet halls begin these designated quiet hours 2 hours earlier each day. For example, on a weekday, a regular hall's quiet hours begin at midnight, while quiet halls begin at 10 p.m. On the weekends, a regular hall's quiet hours begin at 2 a.m., while a quiet floors begin at midnight. As always, we cannot guarantee that you will receive your first placement choices, but we do the best we can to accommodate your preferences based on availability. Next, we will talk about occupancy preferences. Here is where you select your choices regarding whether you want a single, double, or triple room. Please keep in mind that singles are extremely limited. It is likely that we will not be able to accommodate your request for one, so please prepare to have at least one roommate. If you have already met someone on Facebook or at orientation, and believe that you two are destined to live together, you can select their name here. There is a drop-down menu that lists every current incoming student for the first year class. There are rules if you want to choose your own roommate. In order for the match to be made, you and your roommate both need to select each other. If only one person does so, we will not be able to put them together. With this in mind, please be honest about your intentions for roommate selections when talking to other students. Nothing is more awkward during the summer than when a student gets their placement letter expecting to see the person they selected as their roommate, only to find out over email that it was not a mutual match. Also, if one person in a roommate pair misses the HPQ deadline, we cannot house you together. So if you agree to live with someone and miss the deadline, you are putting them in an unfortunate situation, since we cannot make your placement together. If you have more than one roommate in mind and want to live in a triple, write their names below your first preference. A note for athletes. Experience has taught us that you do not need to room with another athlete in order to have success and happiness. But if living with another athlete on your team is important to you, you have two options. You can select a specific person on your team to room with, keeping in mind that they must also select you, or you can ask your coach to make a match for you and email us. We do not know who the athletes are, so if you email and say, "I want to room with another soccer player," we are not going to be able to help you or make a match for you. Please choose a specific person or ask your coach for help. Next is the section about you and your lifestyle. It's important for you to answer these questions in private so that you can give us the most honest, accurate answers. If you are a smoker and your parents don't know, and you're doing the survey right in front of them, you will probably feel pressure to select no for smoker. This could cause conflict in the future with you and your roommate, so for us to make the most successful match, we need honest answers. If you have a medical condition that you believe will affect your housing, please click yes under the question that inquires about medical conditions. We do not need to know if you are allergic to bee stings or cats because this will not affect your housing. Examples of things that would be useful for us to know would be allergies to carpet or physical conditions that would keep someone from being able to climb stairs. If you have questions about your medical condition and how it might impact your housing, feel free to contact the Director of Disability Services. Once you click Submit, your information is stored. You can go back into the survey the same way you logged in and make changes until the survey closes. If you have any questions, please email this account.